Hi everyone, we have author Alicia Jones here and she's going to tell us a little bit about herself. How you doing today?
I am doing great. Thank you so much for having me. It's so exciting to
Thanks
see
for
you.
joining.
I'm Alicia Jones. I'm a native of Louisiana, the Bayou State, home of the New Orleans Saints. I'm kidding. I live in Southern California, the Los Angeles area. I
Okay.
moved to California many years ago after graduating from one of the best HBCUs in the nation. So,
Nice.
I,
Congratulations.
yes, I'm married and I have a daughter.
How long have you been writing?
Oh my gosh, I've been writing for about 14 years. So
Wow.
I just finished the book earlier this year.
Your first book?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I started and stopped. I started and stopped. It was just off and on. And one day it was like, okay, you need to get this done. You need to get this done. And I finally did it. So, yes, I know you're like 14 years. It took 14 years to get it together.
Sometimes it happens, but the most important thing is that you got it together, right?
Exactly.
Did you
Exactly.
experience writer's block? Is that what took so long or?
Yeah, I think I experienced writer's block. Just like, oh my gosh, is it enough content? Do I need to write more? Do I need to stop? And just kind of like going through those theories. And so I wouldn't say it was totally writer's block. It was just okay. How much? Because sometimes you feel like you're doing more and you should do less. And I just got to the point. I'm just telling the story.
Okay.
That's what happened.
Now tell us about your book. What's the title of it? Do you have it?
Yes, I
Yes.
do.
Hold it up for us.
It's
Okay.
Sentence to Live. The book is titled Sentence to Live. And in Sentence to Live, I share intimate, very intimate details on the loss of my two sons and back to back pregnancies. And I share the story of my special needs daughter, who was the third child.
Okay.
So, endured lots of difficulty with my pregnancies, and I just decided to tell it all, give all the details. It's very detailed, and I go into some areas of the pregnancy that most people would be like, whoa, okay, that's a
Okay.
little too much information for me. But I feel like, for instance, this month, October, is Pregnancy, Infant, and Loss Awareness Month. So it's a topic that we shy away from talking about, and it's something that we should talk about more because as African American women, we are affected by it more than others. And I'm sure you've seen the story with Chrissy Teigen and John Legend, who recently lost their baby.
Yes.
Of course, they went public with it, but there's so many women out there going through the same thing.
Yes. And
That
suffering in silence.
exactly, and I didn't want to be that person. For me, sharing was healing, and so the more I wrote and the more I shared my story over the years, I felt like the healing was coming for me. That it happened. God was actually healing my heart. So
Okay.
uh, I decided to write Sentence to Live.
Okay. And what do you hope that readers can take away from this book?
I hope they would take away that you're not alone, and especially for readers who have experienced the type of loss that I've experienced. And I also I'll go back to loss is loss. You know, right now we're in the middle of a pandemic and people are dying every day. And although my loss is different than COVID-19 loss, it's still loss.
Yes.
It still hurts, you know?
Yes. How did you come up with the title, Sentence to Live?
Oh, so my daughter was the third child. I lost my first son um, through my placenta abrupting. My placenta abrupted with my first pregnancy, and the second pregnancy, my son slipped into the birth canal, And I was 5.5 months with my second son. And the first pregnancy, I was 6 months. And so with my daughter, 2 years after that, she suffered a lack of oxygen to her brain during delivery. And she was literally sentenced to death. You know, doctors told us she wasn't going to make it. She would be a vegetable, place her in an institution if she does live. And so the title, Sentence to Live, came from my daughter living through such difficult times when she was counted out.
Wow. God bless her. You have a miracle baby. And I'm
Yeah,
so
I
sorry
do.
for your losses.
Thank you.
You're welcome. What's her name?
Her name is Genesis.
Genesis. Nice.
Yeah.
God bless. God bless. And how old is she?
She's 20.
And where can we purchase your book?
You can purchase it at Amazon.com. Sentence to Live is available at Amazon.com, Barnes and Nobles, those major outlets, Goodreads. And man, it's a powerful story. It's a really powerful story. Like I said, I really do share intimate details of each pregnancy. And I know others will be blessed by it. You'll laugh, you'll cry, you jump on the edge of your seat like, oh my gosh, did that really just happen?
Wow.
So it's not fiction, it's real.
Right. Do you plan on writing another book?
I do plan on writing another book. I haven't decided which topic of discussion I'm going to go, the
Okay.
direction I'm going to go next. I'm not sure yet, but I do plan on writing another book. I feel the second one coming on.
Okay.
And I don't think I'll take 14 years to write this one.
It may be easier this time. Now, how was the publishing process for you?
I'm sorry, say it again.
How was the publishing process for you?
The publishing process was okay. I was blessed to have a publisher kind of find me, for lack of a better word. So
Okay.
it worked out okay for me. So I feel like I was blessed and that aspect where I didn't have to do self-publishing. So I ended up signing up with a small publishing company. So
Nice. And what's the name of your publishing company?
True Perspective.
True Perspective. Okay.
Yes.
Is there anything else that you would like to tell us about your book?
You know, I just would like to say that, this book, Sentence to Live, you see the smile on my face, and I struggled whether I wanted to put my face on the cover, but I wanted people to see that you see the smile, but behind this smile, there was so much pain. There was so much loss, and there were some other losses that I do talk about in the book. Um, but I just feel it will be a blessing and an encouragement to not just women, but to males, to families, to couples who are struggling to have kids, couples who have special needs kids. So I'm very excited about it, very excited about it. And again, I keep talking about it. I love talking about it because every time I share the story, again, that feeling, it just feels good to talk about it because I know someone needs to hear it. And even if it's just one person who watches this interview, it's all worth it for me.
You'll be surprised how many people can be inspired by your story. How many people that you'll help actually.
Yes. I pray I do. I pray so because it's not about me right now. It's about sharing the story and helping others get through it, letting them know that they're not alone and that there's purpose behind the pain. Yes.
Okay. And do you read as well, or you just write?
I do. I read off and on. I'm a journal. I love journaling. I love to journal. I journal every day. And I actually reread a book that I read years ago recently. It's called In His Space by Bob Sorge. And this particular author was a musician, a minister of music, and he lost his ability to speak. And in his effort of, losing his ability to speak and to preach, he began writing. And so he wrote about how and the fact of losing his ability to speak, that he was like almost forced into the face of God in a different way. And regardless of what he had gone through, he wrote like maybe 15 books or so. And I may have the number off a little bit, but he continued to write. So it's one of my favorite authors, and his book really inspired me to write my book and to complete it. I'm like, gosh, if he can go through what he's gone through and he's not able to speak and encourage people, I can speak,
Right.
you know?
Yeah.
So,
You can
yeah.
speak, you can get yours out there. Well, congratulations, and thank you for sharing your story with us. I cannot
Thank you.
wait to read it. I will send you a review on it as well.
Yeah,
Um,
my son.
Thank you for joining us.
Thank you so much for having me, and best of wishes to your book club. I think what you guys are doing is absolutely phenomenal, and it's an honor to be with you today.
Thank you. It's an honor to have you. Okay, Miss Alicia, tell us your Instagram, your social media platform.
Okay. My Instagram account is Alicia, Alicia Sutton Jones. That's Alicia Sutton Jones on Instagram. And I do have a Facebook page, Sentence to Live is my Facebook page. And I'm on Twitter. I need to do better, but I am on Twitter. Alicia S. Jones 1.
Thank you.
Yeah.